subscribe, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Geek Builders. Bring some geek into your life. This week on Geek Builders, we work on some home automation upgrades. I recently had a new heating and air conditioning system installed and wanted a better interface to manage the system. So I decided to go with the Nest Learning Thermostat. Now, the Nest has been around for about 4 years, and this is the third version of the hardware for the thermostat. Version 3 goes for about $250, but you can still pick up the second version for about $200. The only real difference between the third version and the second version is a little bit slimmer design for version 3 and a higher resolution screen. Otherwise, the same product. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what's inside.
Sleeve with the information. Nice industrial packaging.
And inside the box, we have the units. This nice little protective covering, which is pretty hefty. The Nest unit itself. This is a really nice piece of hardware. Looks like milled aluminum along the sides and solid glass on the front. I'm very impressed by this. Under this, it looks like we have some paperwork, installation guide. In the bottom of the box, we have the base plate the Nest is going to attach to. It's kind of cool. It even has like a built-in level here on the top. It's not something you see in very many products. Some drywall screws. Also in the box, it looks like is kind of a custom screwdriver from Nest. That's pretty nice. And looks like a reversible and magnetic screwdriver bit. You can definitely tell that they're taking their design inspiration from Apple. Under the little folder here, looks like we have some more material. Base plate, if you have to cover up some marks on the wall from the previous thermostat. A metal plate here that's used for installation of drywall sometimes. And then we have, whoops, one final plate that just holds some additional screws in here for mounting. And since we were upgrading our thermostat, we thought, why stop there? So we got the Nest smoke and carbon monoxide detector. Also from Nest. This product has only been around for a couple of years, and one of the reasons why we decided to get this is, one, we did not have a carbon monoxide alarm in the house yet, and I really hate traditional smoke detectors. So if there's any way to bring any sort of geek into something that would typically be pretty mundane, I think this is probably a pretty good product to do that. So let's go ahead and open this box and see what's in this one.
So let's see what's in the box here. Looks like it's about the same packaging as the Nest thermostat, which is pretty much a good thing. Nice to have consistency with these products. There's a little pull tab here, and let's see what we have in the box.
Some instructions, information. Love how they're really playing on the pathos here of welcome home. Primarily because these, pretty much a home protection product. And here is the unit itself. It is a pretty small unit, which kind of makes sense. Smoke detectors aren't that big to begin with. And it's got some heft to it. Now the Nest Protect comes in two different formats. There is a battery powered version and a 120 volt wired version. I opted to get the battery powered version right here, just because I don't want to have to worry about wiring in my house, and I think it's better protection in the case of a power outage. Now they actually have some batteries in here already for you, and all you have to do is pull the tab to actually activate it. I'm not going to do that quite yet. And if you notice here, it also has a USB port, so you can do firmware updates if they should ever come out with them. It is really nicely designed, and it's simply just a push button here in the middle that says push once to hush and push twice to actually test the alarm, which you're supposed to be doing every couple of months anyways. The rest of the items in the box are a lot like the thermostat. You have a base plate for installation, and you have some screws, and let's see if there's anything else in the bottom of the box. I don't really know. All right, let's go ahead and get them installed. So here's where I'm going to be replacing the smoke detector. I'm going to go from a wired smoke detector to a battery powered one, but I am going to save the wires here just in case I want to go back to a wired smoke detector. If you have experience with this and want to leave me some comments below, that'd be greatly appreciated. All the wires that were attached to the smoke detector are pretty safely attached to this terminal here. And I'm just going to tape this up with electrical tape before I put it back into the ceiling here. Ta-da! And cover the hole. Ladies. If you don't feel comfortable doing any of these kind of work on your house, go ahead and consult an electrician or a handyman or Jimmy DeResta. Okay, popcorn ceiling. The least delicious of all ceilings. One of the main reasons I wanted the Nest Protect is that it has the networking capabilities where it can send you an alert and let you know if something's actually happening in your home. They have an app for the iPhone and for Android, and it's pretty simple to use. Once you get registered, all you do is log in, choose the device that you have, and then scan the QR code on the back of the device. Each device should have a unique code that's only available for that one device. From there, you enter in your Wi-Fi password, and you're all set to go. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, let's pull that tab. Here we go. Ooh.
Hi, from Nest.
Hola, saludos de Nest.
Ready. Press to test. This is only a test. The alarm will sound. The alarm is loud. The test starts in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
And there it is. Once you get all set up on the app, twist it on, and you're all done. Now the nice thing about this is, on the app, it gives you a constant update of the status of the device. Right now, everything is okay. You can press there to do another test, updates and history, and that's it. It's done, it's installed. Let's move on to the thermostat. Now getting ready to replace this thermostat, you need to make sure that you switch the breaker off first that provides power to the panel. Well, I already did that downstairs. I'm gonna go ahead and take the faceplate valve. There we go. So I'll have it for reference later. So now that I have that disconnected, I'm going to go ahead and take off the original mounting plate. Thread these through. Once you get this all set up, these screws should hold pretty well under the drywall. That's kind of what they're made for. And you want to go ahead and just tighten them up little by little. Make sure that it stays level as you go, especially since this has a special display. You want to make sure that it looks nice when it's all done. Almost there. Almost the fun part. Okay, now that's secure. Go ahead and start wiring this up. It's like playing one of my kids' games. And red. Goes to... I need to read the directions some more. Give me one quick second. figure out that last wire, get all the wires tucked away, and ready to permanently mount the base. So here we go. Now that the base plate is installed, all the wires are hooked in, now it's time to actually put on the device, which means we get to take this little fun tag off, and here we go. All it does is connect those little pins there, and this also has the USB port for updates whenever there's a firmware update or maybe even a software update. Let's go ahead and snap this on and see what happens. There we go. And give me one quick moment to turn the power back on, and hopefully we'll see some magic here. The software is booting up. Get the nice little Nest Home symbol, and looks like we're in business. Here's the initial setup. Choosing language, internet connection, connect. Here we go. Wow, checking for update. Never thought my thermostat would actually have to check for an update. Now that it's finished its software update, it's detected my equipment. Heat, power, fan, cool, sounds about right. Oh, no, we are a gas heating source. Forced air, temperature. Should Nest begin by heating or cooling your home? Given that I live in Southern California and it's November and it's about 90 degrees, no, we need some cool air in here. We've been kind of waiting for this.
What are the lowest and highest temperatures you like it when we are away? So the lowest, it's probably going to be about 68 to start.
Well, it looks like all the wiring was correct. That's kind of a win for me. That'll make my wife happy because she was kind of worried about that. Well, I was too. All the cooling's working. Choosing done. Air conditioner unit has been turned off. What do you want to test now? Let's go and test the fan, since my wife is obsessive about the fan, especially at night. The fan's working. That's done. The fan has been turned off. Let's call that done. I really don't want to turn the heater on right now. Okay, adjustments, sensors. What I read in the instructions is that it takes about 90 days for it to really calibrate to the home and learn your patterns, and then updates every so often with new software, updating your patterns to be more efficient. The claim is that it can save up to 10 to 15% on your heating and cooling bill during the course of a year, but we'll see. In a couple months, I'll probably do a follow-up video, let you know what it was like with the Nest, with the thermostat, and with the smoke detector. Although the smoke detector should be pretty uneventful if everything goes as planned. And we'll do the follow-up video then. Pretty cool. Thanks for watching this week's episode. I hope you've enjoyed. I've been watching the Nest products for a couple of years and I've been pretty impressed with what they've been doing. I really like any technology that tends to disrupt tradition and the way that things have typically been done. As a geek, I like the idea of home automation, but the only two products that I'm willing to trust for home automation so far is basically the thermostat and the smoke detector. I'm really not quite ready to trust the automated lights and the door locks yet, but maybe in the near future. I think that Nest is a good start for what is possible in the home as far as home automations, and especially the ease of use. The installation went really easily, and especially for somebody, and for a lot of people that may not be too technically savvy, especially when it comes to home upgrades, I think they're doing it right. Well, at this point, based on the installation, I can recommend it, but in my follow-up video, I have a little bit more to say after I've been using it for a couple months. So be sure to subscribe and follow, and be sure to check out my other 5 videos that I already have posted, and I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below, subscribe, enjoy. Bring some geek into your life. Thanks for watching this week's episode.